So you're considering making a move to Queen Creek, Arizona. Well, in today's video, I'm going to give you the most extensive overview of our town that I can. I'm going to take you on a tour, show you around so that you get a sense of what Queen Creek is really like. We're going to talk about the parks, we're going to talk about the schools, things to do, places to eat, really everything that makes Queen Creek, well, Queen Creek. So Queen Creek is about 32 miles southeast of the Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport in the Southeast Valley, and our first stop today brings us to historic downtown Queen Creek on Ellsworth Road. Now, here we are standing in front of the Queen Creek Town Hall, which is actually a converted church that was first built in 1952. So back in the day, this was the main drag, if you will, through town, and these homes were actually homes that people lived in. But today, most of them have been converted and remodeled to offices, like my office here across the street. Now, Queen Creek is really undergoing a change right now with tons of redevelopment going on here in the downtown area. There's going to be specialty shops, restaurants and bars, condos, more office space, and I don't know what all they're planning, but I know it's not going to look like this when they're all done. Now again, we have Town Hall, and this is, as I said, a repurposed LDS church building. Across the street is the Multi-Gen Center, which actually used to be the main fire station. We have Founders Park and the splash pad, the public safety building, and of course Serrano's, one of our fine Mexican food restaurants. Now going back the other way on Ellsworth Road, across Ocotillo Road, there are more small businesses, and then there's the Parks and Rec Department, library, and the community, and that is a regional hub for East Valley communities and employers, as it provides accessible, flexible, and affordable higher education to meet the needs of today's students. And yes, that description might have come straight off their website. Speaking of education though, if you have kids, then you're probably curious about the school district here. So let's hop in the truck, we'll head over to Queen Creek High School, and I'll tell you all about the schools. So this here is Queen Creek High School, home of the Bulldogs. Now, this is the first high school that was built in Queen Creek. It's probably, I don't know, maybe about 20 years old or so. The Queen Creek Unified School District has about 14,000 students in it. They range in age from pre-kindergarten all the way up through high school. Now, the district actually has 3 different high schools, 2 junior highs, and 9 elementary schools, and there's a 10th one that's in the planning phase. Now, niche.com ranks the Queen Creek School District as number 27 out of 147 districts in Arizona, giving it a B+ overall rating. Greatschools.org gives Queen Creek Elementary School a score of 7 out of 10, Queen Creek Middle School a 6 out of 10, and Queen Creek High School it rates an 8 out of 10. So what does that really mean? I don't know. I'll leave that up to you to decide. I can tell you that I have not heard any real issues within the Queen Creek School District. As far as I know, it's a pretty good district and the schools are all pretty good. Now, in addition to the public schools here, we do have a whole bunch of really good charter schools as well. And because Arizona has open enrollment, your kids can actually attend the charter schools instead of the public schools if they want. And just like the public schools, there's no cost to you as a parent. Now, we may not be Texas and Friday Night Lights level, but we do take our high school football pretty seriously. So this is the Santan Youth Football League's playing field. Now, they've been around since the year 2000, and it's a locally based football program, actually for all youths in the Queen Creek area, and they teach the kids the fundamentals of football. And right here on this field right here, this is where this guy, Brock Purdy, maybe you've heard of him, took his first snaps under center as a quarterback. You know, he started out here way back in the day, but we just saw him this past weekend leading the San Francisco 49ers in the Super Bowl. So maybe football's not really your thing, but you do like to be outdoors doing stuff. Well, we've got some great parks here in Queen Creek. So let's hop in the car again, and we're going to take a drive over to Mansell Carter Oasis Park. Mansell Carter Oasis Park is located in Queen Creek. It's on Appleby Road east of Sossaman. Now Appleby's the half-miler between Queen Creek and Ocotillo roads. Now this is mid-February. I know it doesn't look like it, but this is how it is in Arizona. And so the grass is dormant and there's a lot of remodeling and refurbishing going on here at the park. So when I show you around, probably not going to look that great, but trust me, this is an incredible park. Built in 2018, the park sits on 48 acres of land. It features a 5-acre lake. There's a play area and splash pad, a skate park, basketball courts, softball fields, and just lots of other really cool things. And then you can see here that phase 2, well, it's well underway. Now, I'd have to say that the main attraction here, at least during the warmer months, is the shipwreck-themed splash pad. And what kid, grown up or not, can say no to this awesome playground? Feel like doing some fishing? The 5-acre lake is stocked regularly by the Arizona Game and Fish Department with rainbow trout, catfish, and bluegill. And if this park's not enough for you, right down the road a couple of miles at Signal Butte and Queen Creek Roads is the coming soon Frontier Family Park, which is going to be all this and even more. When that park is completed, it will have 6 full-size baseball and softball fields, 3 multi-purpose fields, 24 pickleball courts, basketball courts, sand volleyball courts, a catch and release fishing lake, and a walking track that goes all the way around the park. It's also going to have a large playground area, just like at Mansell Park, and there's plans for a recreation center that will include multi-use indoor courts, a fitness center, an aquatic center that will have a lap pool. There's going to be water slides and a lazy river. Now there are a couple of other parks here in Queen Creek as well. There's Desert Mountain Park and there's Founders Park. Founders Park is the one downtown on Ellsworth that has the splash pad, and I showed that to you earlier in the video. And since Queen Creek does have that agricultural background and equestrian background, I have to show you Horseshoe Park and Equestrian Center. So we're going to hop in the car, we're going to take a drive over there. Come on. So this is one of the coolest places in all of Queen Creek. This is Horseshoe Park and Equestrian Center, and if you want to get your cowboy on, this is the place to do it. In fact, right now, over there in the arena, you probably can't hear it, but they're actually doing a cowboy shooting competition. So this place is a 38-acre special events facility, and it generally hosts equestrian-related activities, you know, rodeos, barrel racing, that kind of stuff. But they also do other events here, like home shows, RV and car shows, concerts, and even weddings. Now, the signature event here, well, it's the Roots and Boots Festival, which celebrates Queen Creek's rural heritage by providing this terrific weekend of Wild West fun for the whole family. They have a family petting zoo, lawnmower races, vendors, carnival rides, and 3 Pro Rodeo Cowboy Association's rodeo performances. Now, I've been to the Roots and Boots Festival, to the rodeo. I gotta tell you, it's awesome. So if you're in town when it's going on, man, you've got to go check it out. So if you're looking for other things to do, well, we've got you covered there as well. Right next door here is the Pecan Creek Entertainment Center. Now, this place just barely opened. They've got multiple attractions here, including the Skytime Ropes Course, which is this 3-story high structure here. It's the length of a football field, and it's fitted with ladders, a zip line, and bridges, and there's even a platform that you can bungee jump off of. There's also an 18-hole mini golf course, and other attractions here include axe throwing, escape rooms, a karaoke booth, a large jumbotron stage area. There's the botanical gardens, a fishing lake, and there's even more that's yet to come. Or we can go across the parking lot and hang out at Fat Cats. This is a 61,000 square foot entertainment center with 8 movie theaters, 20 lanes of bowling, arcade games, dining, and indoor miniature golf. There's also tons of shopping in the area to include grocery stores, restaurants, and some specialty shops. But wait, there's more. We're going to take a drive up Ellsworth Road here, and we're going to go check out Queen Creek Marketplace. Want to catch a movie at the Harkins 14 Theater? Maybe Dave & Buster's is more your speed. We also have Target and Ross, Kohl's, Barrio Queen, Chipotle, In-N-Out Burger, Torchy's Tacos. Well, you get the idea. And then across the street is the QC district, and over there there's the Sprouts, Home Goods, Cafe Rio, Dickey's Barbecue, Payway, Mod Pizza, and just like across the street, it just goes on with plenty of shopping opportunities and places to eat. So honestly, you can get all that stuff pretty much anywhere, right? So let me show you a couple of places that you can only find here in Queen Creek. So the first stop we're going to make is the Queen Creek Olive Mill. Have you ever heard of that? Well, let me show you. So this is Queen Creek Olive Mill. There's some sort of big festival going on right now, and usually there's always something to do here. This is Arizona's only family-owned and operated working olive mill and farm. Olives are grown here, and they're pressed, making high-quality, extra virgin olive oil. They also offer some classes, and they have complimentary tastings of oils, olives, and vinegars. You can eat at the mill's Tuscan-inspired eatery, where they have fresh gourmet sandwiches, paninis, soups, salads, gelato, and more. This is actually kind of a popular spot for people to just kind of come in the morning, sit out on the patio and have a cup of coffee and enjoy the day. But there's another place I want to tell you about that's also very specific to Queen Creek, and that would be Schnepp Farms. This fourth generation family farm is the largest organic peach grower in Arizona, and some of the activities that take place here are everything from peach picking to watching a historical reenactment, maybe enjoying a classic car show, or attending an antique craft fair. Schnepp Farms is open 10 months a year, and the seasonal events that they put on here every year are the Pumpkin and Chili Party, Winter Wonderland, Dinner Down the Orchard, Easter Excitement, and the 4th of July fireworks celebration. Schnepp Farms is also well known for their wedding venue, and you know, if you want to get married there, I know the wedding planner pretty well, so I could probably hook you up with something. You know, Queen Creek was founded about 100 years ago. It was a farming community, and it actually remained that way for many years. In fact, Queen Creek didn't even get its first traffic light until about 2001. But you know, over the last decade or so, there's just been this explosive growth that's taken place. When I first moved to Queen Creek about 9 years ago, the population was about 32,000. Today, we're in excess of 76,000 and continuing to grow. So one of the great things here as we wait at a stoplight, which there's many of them now, is that even though Queen Creek continues to grow, we still maintain our small town atmosphere. So check this out. Driving down Ocotillo Road, here on the south side of the road, we have horse property and a rural equestrian area. But just across the street on the north side, we have the master plan community of Spur Cross. And so as Queen Creek has grown, these two personalities have emerged. We've got the original rural personality, and now we've got the growing urban personality. You know, there really is so much more I could tell you about Queen Creek, but honestly, well, I'm out of time. You know, as an Arizona native, having grown up in the East Valley, I've watched this area grow from cornfields to this urban environment that it is today. And so if you are considering making a move here, then you really do need to call, text, or email me today, or you can just click on the link in the description of this video and schedule your own private Zoom call with me. Now, if you want to know more about Queen Creek in general, then this video right here is the one for you to watch. And this video down over here, this is the one that YouTube thinks you need to watch next.